Los Angeles. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Rams. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check the 180!
They go play action. Fitzpatrick. And right away, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
The 20! Check, check, 9. Get that quarterback in, 9. Get that quarterback in.
First down, Fitzpatrick. His throw incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. And it's second down. A look now at the Miami offense.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the 2 guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now Natson. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Goff. Flush to his right. He's letting it. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. 60 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Fitzpatrick. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. On first down, Drake. Now Drake loses the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, 37 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
When you know you've got a home run hitter on your side of the ball, and you know that he can score from anywhere on the field, it usually inspires the rest of the guys to do their jobs even better. that resulted in a lot of great blocks downfield because they knew if they gave him space, he could do exactly what he did, put the ball in the end zone.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Fitzpatrick. And a completion to Wilson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And now he's going to use his legs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Back to throw. Goff.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going down.
Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, 52 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zernline. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Right there. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Fitzpatrick on 1st down. And he finds Parker here, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running, it's Drake. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 64 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it.
Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Following the fumble recovery. Gone. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Drake. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Now a draw play with Drake. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he hits Drake. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. Here's Matt Hawk now. As he's on to punt for Miami. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Goff. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. On second down, it's Drake. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
The Dolphins on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
Throwing Fitzpatrick. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And it's a fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on.
Brandon, he's on his way to a big day. He's punched in a couple already, and you know he's seeking more.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw is Fitzpatrick, and he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, LA.
That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quicker. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
This game really becoming a one-sided affair. Pick 6 there. It's in danger of being over before halftime.
And that's going to be a major league test for both of these teams because, look, you feel like you've got this thing locked up, right? But on the other side, in the other locker room, it's going to be a test of pride now. Forget speeches, forget adjustments. What kind of pride do they have to start the second half?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here to just under a minute to play in half number 1. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Fitzpatrick. It's complete. Stills. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Rams have got it back. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one, maybe not the hard-fought battle many had hoped for. This has been blowout city thus far, but still more football to be played. Who knows what could happen? As we send you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This is taken at the 3. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. Meanwhile, Goff to Gurley as he drops it off for his running back. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
And Woods has it complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 9, Fitzpatrick toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now the ball comes loose. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point.
And this is the kind of day a running back dreams of. They keep handing him the ball, and he keeps taking it in for touchdowns.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Aqib Talib. Parker unable to get that one.
When we talk about Aqib Talib, technique is not the word that comes to mind, but don't worry about that. This guy anticipates as well as anyone in the league, and he did just that, picking off another pass.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the 45 on 2nd down, Goff. And it's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and that'll make it 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Goff, eluding the pressure right. They got a man, it's Woods. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, 55 yards. as his guys continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there full time, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On third down, Fitzpatrick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Rams defense, they make their way back out there now.
Watch the run! Watch the run! Watch the run!
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Fitzpatrick over the middle, and it's incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Gurley's got the 1st down and then some. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley, 43 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. To throw on third down. Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for that.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, 62 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Now a short one to Gesicki. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun. Fitzpatrick. That Stills bringing it in. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. They're now running right through it. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. That was a pretty impressive touchdown play. Those broken tackles, those weren't easy to get by.
No, they really weren't. And they've had trouble tackling throughout this ball game. But on this particular play, how about that move? Or I should say moves with an S because I don't care if you were a great tackler, you had trouble getting him on the ground on that play.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives, they've ended with it punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
On 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick, that's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. An almost unimaginable 0 for 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
He dumps it off to Drake. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Here's Natson. So a change of possession here on the punt. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarter game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running move.
And, oh, my goodness, he loses it again. And the Rams have got it back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Still on his feet. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
The
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
it. In that case, run it up.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.